What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, what's good, what's popping, you're a real one, thanks for coming back. So today is episode 4 of Beauty and the Business. Today we're gonna just chill a little bit. I wanted to sit down and do like a more talking video, just kind of like a business update. That's what this will be. This will be a business update video, just how business has been going, what I have in the works next, how I've been feeling about my business and being a business owner, a new business owner, a small business owner. I really wanted to have a lot of transparency when it comes to just this whole process. That was kind of the point of starting this, is just to be transparent and be able to share my experience with you, and that we could go through this together, because I'm sure a lot of us feel the same way. And it's important to talk about it, and it's important to have community and for us to stick together. So yeah, this will be just like a chit chat video. I'm just gonna chill here and talk to you about, like I said, everything that's been going on. So if you are interested in watching this type of video, first and foremost, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You're already here, so why not join the family? And yeah, let's get into the video. So business update, let's start with how things have been going. So I started my business officially May 22nd, I think I launched it. I launched everything for pre-order. My lashes, that's what I started with. I launched my lash line. If you don't know anything about my business, or you haven't watched my previous videos, I started a cosmetics brand. So I don't just want to do lashes. My brand is not just lashes. My website is BombChelleBeauty.us. I have lashes, and I also, so that's an update for you, I just launched some body shimmers. So I also am a lash tech. I do lashes. I'm in school for aesthetics, so I do skincare, lashes, waxing, brows, all that stuff. And so last year I had launched a product like body shimmers, and so I wanted to relaunch them now that I have a full line, a full brand. So I did, that was my my next launch. After the lash line, I launched my body shimmers. And then I do have a plan. My next plan is to do glosses. So I do have a gloss line that should be dropping by the end of the summer. So that's my next plan. That's a little bit of an update of what's been going on as far as like products and releasing products as concerned. So now I have a total of 7 products, 5 lashes, and I have my 2 body shimmers. I also, with the body shimmers, released some brushes so that you could apply the body shimmers. I really wanted to have like an application brush. You don't need it, but it is nice to have something to apply it with, so that you don't get like the glitter on your hands and like all that stuff. So that's an update as far as products and what I have in the works. I also, after lashes, I want to do some body care, skincare type of stuff. So I've already had that planned, but I actually want to do it. So I'm going to start formulating that probably next month. Some body skincare type of stuff, lotion, toners, a facial oil, stuff like that. I definitely want that to be a part of my brand, especially as an esthetician, as somebody who's going to be working with the skin. All of my things with my brand, I wanted everything to be cohesive and come together. So I'm also going to be doing eyelash extension supplies, because I do eyelash extensions. So why not be, plugging myself and using my own products to do my lash extensions? So everything, all my businesses are gonna be cohesive, and that's really my plan with my brand. And why I started this brand is because I do, the influencer type thing on Instagram. I have a services business where I provide services to people, makeup, like I said, lash extensions, waxing, all that stuff. And then I also now have my cosmetics, and all of them go together and flow. So that is, like I said, product updates, what's in the works, where my mind is going as far as my brand. Now, as far as my actual business, so things really were popping when everything first started. The hype, behind starting your business, everybody wants to support you, everybody's super excited, super hype, and it was amazing. It was like being on a high. But obviously, after the initial, blow up starts, I know, at least for me, what I'm experiencing right now is a little bit of a lull. Partially that has to do with, obviously, my first few orders. If you watch how I package my inventory orders, I had all those packages, but that was built up over a few weeks of pre-orders and stuff. And so realistically, that's not going to be happening every single day when you have first started a brand. That's just I mean, if I had clout like that, or if I was some big like beauty influencer or something like that, you know, obviously when, you know, influencers who have a lot more of a following, you know, start brands, they tend to do a lot a lot better quicker because of the influence that they have, the following that they have behind their brand. For me, I have about 3,300 followers on Instagram, which isn't, you know, nothing, but it's also not enough to be like booming off the bat, you know what I'm saying? So right now, I am hitting a little bit of a low period where orders are coming in, and they're not coming in like, you know, 10 orders here and 10 orders like every single day. It's like 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 there. And honestly, like, it's a little bit discouraging, and it can be discouraging if you allow it to be. You know, you want to be successful, and especially when you see brands who are, you know, people who you know who have their own brands, or just brands that you really look up to or admire, or like kind of model yourself after, or you want to be like, you know, when you see all their success and then you look at your little brand that has like nothing, or you're not really getting too many orders, or it's just not as, you know, successful and lucrative as you thought it was going to be, it can be disheartening. And that's a feeling that you really have to push through, and that I'm really having to push through right now. Like I said, part of it is because of just that lull and that initial excitement being over, and then 2, I did do a giveaway on my page, so I know that the last 2 weeks or so I really haven't gotten any orders, because I think everybody's waiting till after the giveaway because they want to win the lashes and they want to win all the products, so they're not purchasing because just in case, you know, they win, you know, then they already purchased it when they could just win it. So I think that has to do with it as well. So I'm trying not to get too down on myself, because I know there's like a 2-part reason to it, but again, when your business isn't doing, you know, the numbers you thought it would, or like I said, when you have a really successful launch and then those numbers die down, it's really important to push through those feelings and not to let yourself get discouraged. And that's where I'm at right now. Like I had a week or 2 where I was just like, man, like maybe this isn't gonna work out for me. And, you know, I'm just starting, and I had to remind myself that I'm just starting. Like, you just started this a month and a half ago. Like, sis, relax yourself. Like, you're not gonna realistically be booming off the bat, and that's okay. Like, that doesn't mean your business isn't successful. That just means that you're still building and you're still growing. And, you know, instead of letting that discourage you, allow that to help you push yourself forward and say, you know what, okay, so this week was not a good week. What can I do to help, you know, fix that problem? What people can I reach out to? Let me reach out to some customers. I know that's what I'm going to do this week, is find some pretty girls on Instagram that you think would love your lashes, love your brand, love what you're selling, and reach out to them and say, hey, like, make an exclusive discount code for them. And I have that, and I just haven't been doing it. But what I'm gonna do this week is, you know, reach out to some people, some influencers, and say, hey, like, here's an exclusive discount. You can get 20% off, 30% off, however much you want to get off, you know, just to get those sales in. And it's just important to bring in the sales. When you're starting a business, you're gonna lose money first. So don't worry about, oh, I'm giving them 50% off and I'm gonna lose money. Like, you gotta lose money to make money. And what's most important right now is getting your name out there and getting your customers in and building that base. Because, okay, you gave them 50% off this time, but when it's time for them to buy a new pair of lashes, they're gonna pay full price if they really love your product. So think of it like that. Just think of creative ways to get back on the ball. Like I said, reach out to people, have them and give them a code so that they will be more enticed to buy your product. Do a giveaway. A giveaway is a great way to bring in following. It's a great way to bring exposure to your page, because people love free stuff. Also, do some Instagram ads, some Facebook ads, whatever it is, just to, like I said, get back on the ball, get your business back out there. And remember that you're just starting off. So don't get discouraged if you're not, you know, getting 20-30 orders a day. That comes with time, and the harder you work and the less like time that you take to be discouraged, and the more you let that be your motivating factor in behind your business and really push you forward, you're going to see the growth, you're going to see the results. You just got to give it time. But yeah, it's really important. Like, and when you do get discouraged, like, it's okay, and you have to give your feelings a space, and you have to realize, like don't beat yourself up for feeling bad about it. Like, it's okay to have a bad day, it's okay to have a bad week. And when you do have those days, when you do have those times, I know I went through some personal things like a week or 2 ago, and when you're just starting a business, you feel like you have to be on and on and on, and you have to stay on top of everything, and there's no time to take a break. But what's important to remember is that if you don't take care of yourself mentally, you're no good to your business. You're no good to anyone if you aren't your best self. And so it's important to constantly be doing mental health checks on yourself, and checks on where you're at personally, and you know, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like I wanted to push through it, and I'm like, I have all this to do, and I have to film a YouTube video, and I have to, you know, do photo shoots for brands, and I have to, you know, email this person, email that person, reach out to this influencer. And I had to stop and literally say, you know what, you need a break, and you need a chance to deal with what you're dealing with in your personal life, and this can wait. Again, if you are not your best self, you are no good to anybody else. So it's important that you don't run yourself dry, you don't run yourself ragged. I know that especially when you're first starting out, like, that hunger is there, that drive is there, and you just want to go. And trust me, like, that's me. Like, I literally burned, like, I've started so many businesses and had so many ideas, and I burned myself out so quickly that none of them had a chance. And when you remember that this is an endurance race, this is not a sprint, we're not trying to get somewhere quickly, we want to build a brand and have a solid foundation. And if you remember that it takes time, and that it's gonna be a while before you might really start seeing, you know, everything pay off, you'll remember to be kinder to yourself, and you'll remember that, like, it's okay to take a break. It's okay if today, you know what, I need to just disconnect. I don't need to be doing anything right now. Like, obviously, like, if you have customers waiting on you, you clearly don't want to just blow off your customers or be taking too long. And that's what happened to me. Like, you know, I fell off my game. You know, fortunately I didn't have that many orders, but it did take me a little longer to process the orders than it might have usually. Like as soon as they come in, put the order in, done. But it took me like 2 or 3 days to, like, really, you know, get the motivation to actually get up and fulfill my orders. So yeah, you just be kind to yourself, and remember that even though you're just starting, that you don't have to constantly be badgering yourself and forcing yourself to, you know, do too much. Like, don't do too much. Pace yourself. Like, get an organizer. I think that's the best thing for me, is to get a planner and literally plan out my days, and, you know, put everything that I wanted to get done that was of the highest priority. I put that at the top of the list and at the beginning of the week, because by the end of the week sometimes, especially, like, I have a full-time job. I mean, well, it's a part-time job, but I have a day job outside of being an entrepreneur. This is not my full-time job. I have a life. I'm a mom. I have a regular job that I have to go to from 7 to 12, you know. So I have other things that I'm doing in my life. And so, you know, by the end of the week, you're tired. You know, I know for me personally, balancing all of that together, like, it gets really tiring for anybody. So it's, like I said, it's so important to remember that you're a human being, and that you can't do everything, and that if you know, keep pushing yourself and you push yourself too far, that, you know, that's more detrimental to yourself in the long run than taking that one break today. It's more detrimental for you to push yourself too hard and then completely stop everything that you're doing and fall off than it is to, you know what, today I need a break, and I just need to log off of Instagram. I need to log off of, like, put the phone down, and I just need to take a break to maybe just do nothing, or just get stuff done around the house, or just pay attention to other things that aren't business related. And now, like, for me, I've also started another business. I haven't even done a video on that yet. So, you know, like I said, it's really important. If this is going to be your life as an entrepreneur, yes, it's important to grind. I'm not saying don't do that. Be determined and keep your goal, you know, very fixated in your mind, but also don't forget that you need a break. And that's what I am focusing on and trying to remember the most throughout this process, is that is just be kind to yourself, and be kind to, you know, your health and your mental health, your physical health. don't forget the people around you. Don't, like, you know, you can get so engulfed in this and it's so easy to forget about everything else. So that's like my biggest thing right now as far as just this whole business and this whole process, is remembering to be balanced. Like, you just need to be balanced. If I could give any advice as far as, you know, what I'm learning the most throughout this experience, is that being an entrepreneur really requires balance. And yeah, if you don't have balance, you know, something is going to fail, whether that's your business, whether that's your personal, like, you don't want anything in your life to fail if you don't have to. So if you have a balance, like I said, get that planner and plan out your day and just be organized, and give yourself a day off once a week. You know, today is my day off. Today I'm not doing anything, you know, unless I want to. Like, that's the thing. If you want to do that, like, if you decide, okay, I'm not going to take my day off, like, that's personally, like, that's your decision. But make sure that you regularly give yourself a day, or regularly give yourself time, you know, for yourself, and just to take a breather and to regroup and regather. Make sure that you, like I said, don't burn yourself out, and that, you know, what you do doesn't become a burden. What you do doesn't become a job. Like, you don't want to do something so much that you hate it. So like I said, please be balanced. That is my #1 piece of advice for anyone watching this as far as your journey. Be balanced. So yeah, like I said, if you don't know, like, I'm a mom, and so that goes like hand in hand with obviously like being balanced. Obviously, like, being a mother is such a motivating factor for me. With this beauty brand, like, obviously this is something that I've always wanted to do. But I have a daughter, even more so than just a child. I have a daughter, and so, you know, obviously it's so important for me to show her, you know, a strong, you know, female example. It's so important for me to show her, you know, that I can do this. And, you know, I want to be an example for her. I want to be able to show her that, like, your mom, like, had a dream and she put her mind to it and she did it, and this was her goal, and I want her to be able to know that she can do that herself. And I think that's such an important, like, life lesson to teach her. And for that reason, I actually started a brand for her, for us, but for her. So now I'm not only doing the cosmetics thing. So I currently am technically running 4 businesses. So I have the influencer Instagram type thing where I do get paid to post for brands. So that's one business. I do consider that a business. If y'all don't think that Instagram influencing is a business, baby, when you get them checks in, your mind will change. So, you know, Instagram influencing, that's a business. BombChelle Beauty, that's a business. My BombChelle Beauty bar, that's my services. And so now I started, my daughter's name is Harley, so I started, I'm starting a mommy and me clothing line called Harley and Me Clothing Co. And I'm super excited for that. I've always wanted to start a clothing line, like, for me and her. Like, I love matching her. Like, that's our thing, is like, you know, twinning, you know, goals. So yeah, I started a brand, you know, for me, for her, something that I can pass to her, you know, something that has her name on it, that's special to her, that I can say, look what mommy, like, this is this is for you, like, this is your gift. Like, you know, it was super important for me to start something like that we could do together. And so the Harley and Me Clothing Co. is going to be not just mommy and me, but a family apparel brand. I will be doing, you know, matching dad and like mom, like family t-shirts, like, so mom, dad, you know, brother, sister, you know, and hopefully advancing into, you know, like, just the whole family in general. But I'm starting with t-shirts. So I'm starting with like a t-shirt line, matching t-shirts for me and her and the whole family. So I've been doing a lot as far as like business. So it's not just like one thing. I'm constantly, like, you know, always doing things. Like, I've got so many ideas, and I've got ideas that I'm planning for next year for new businesses that I haven't even gotten to yet. But for this year, like, that was my cap. Like, I'm like, all right, I'll start one more and then I have to, like, chill out, because like I said, balance. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, and I want to give each one their attention. And you know, like I said, I don't want to overwhelm myself or, you know, ends up feeling in one place because I'm trying to do too much. So I've got one more business started, and I'm super excited for that. Like I said, I don't know when that's going to be launching. I think I'm going to be doing like shooting a commercial type thing for that. So once my samples come in, I'm going to do like a video and like a really big photo shoot, and then I'll probably be launching that in August or September as well. So a lot of stuff going on, but like I said, I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I'm at and what I'm doing, and just like how I've been feeling about you know, this whole process. I think it's super commendable and super special for anybody who takes that leap to be an entrepreneur. Like I said in my lash inventory vlog, like, this life is not for the faint of heart. Like, it takes a lot of drive and a lot of effort, and like anybody watching this who started their own business and has taken that leap, like, that in itself is so amazing. And don't let anybody take that away from you, whether you're successful or whether you fail. Like, you did something, like you started a business, like you decided to do something for yourself and take that leap and have that courage. And a lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people aren't built for it. And the fact that you even tried is so amazing, and like, you should really take pride in yourself for that. And I take pride in myself for that, like, not only launching one but multiple. Like, that's just something, and especially like as a Black woman and just like a woman in general, like taking charge of her life and like boss babe vibes, like it's an incredible feeling. And you know, don't let, like I said, anybody take that from you. Don't let anybody make you feel like, you know, you ain't the ish, because you are amazing. And let that be, I would say, to let that be as well a motivating factor for you. I think I mainly just wanted to express the fact that we're in this for the long haul, and it's really important that you just stay focused and you stay determined and you keep that goal, you know, front and center. Don't lose sight of it. You know, there are going to be hardships. There are going to be times where you're going to look at your business and be like, I think I'm done with this. Or, you know, you're going to look at your numbers and they're not that high, and you're like, man, like, you know, I don't know if this is going to do too well. But what's important is, you know, stick it through and be realistic with yourself. If you really, truly, genuinely feel like your business is not doing well, like, give it some time. Like, I would say at least try it for a year before you give up on anything. But if it comes to, if you're getting to a point where you're looking at your business and it's probably costing you more than you're making, or you just know that this is not going to be successful, that's okay. Like, don't beat yourself up if you get to a point where it's not working out. But the point is, give yourself time and keep reminding yourself that this takes time. Like, every day I have to remind myself, like, sis, you not gonna be popping overnight. Like, you got your little bit of juice, your little bit of clout, like, you got your little, you know, your little bit of a following. But don't expect to have 10K followers and, you know, over $100,000 in sales overnight. A lot of, you know, videos I see on YouTube, like, you'll see, oh, how I made 100K through my lash brand, but like that stuff didn't happen in 2 seconds for them. Like, it took them time, whether it was 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. A lot of people have been doing this for a minute. So, you know, just know that your time is gonna come, and don't let, you know, the look of other people or what it may seem like on the outside from other people discourage you. Like, everybody has a story and everybody started somewhere, and right now you're starting, and what's important is that you keep on that road, you keep grinding, you keep pushing. Again, don't push yourself too far, but that you don't let, you know, the turmoils of starting a business in those beginning stages where it's really tough, and like I said, you're not going to do the things that you may imagine in your mind yet. Like, that stuff comes with time. So, You know, that's really important to me to express, and I wish everybody so much success on this road. I thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, and we gonna do this. Like, we're gonna stick to this. We're not giving up. We're gonna keep pushing through. I got you. You know, if you need to DM me on Instagram or shoot me a message on here, comment in the comment section below. Like, let's encourage each other. We're a community, and I feel like it's so important to build each other up, and you know, especially, you know, in these crazy times, like, we all need community and we all need to stick together. So like I said, if you need any encouragement from me, if you have any questions for me, like, comment down below. My Instagram will be down below. You can always DM me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, like I said, let's continue on this journey together. Please do not give up. Your time is coming, and you just gotta keep remembering that. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm not really sure how it's gonna come out in the editing, but again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you guys coming on this journey with me. If you like what you saw, if you like what you heard, make sure that you push that subscribe button, like and comment. Your comments, your likes, your subscription means so much to me. It helps me out so much. I just hit 500 subscribers, so I'm super excited. So we're on our little journey. We getting there. So yeah, please join the family. Please comment, show your support. Shop my website, BombChelleBeauty.us. the link will be in the description box below so that you guys can shop my website. Follow me on Instagram at BombChelleBaby. Follow my business page at Beauty by BombChelle on Instagram. And yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for watching Beauty in the Business episode 4, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.